to me. She's gone. I better learn how to face it. She's gone. I made the devil to replace her. She's gone. She's gone. What went wrong? Get up in the morning, look in the mirror. My mom has a toothbrush hanging in the stand. Yeah. My face ain't looking any younger. Now I can see love taking her toll on me. She's gone. Oh, I never learned how to face it. She's gone. Oh, I made the devil to replace her. She's gone. Oh, what went wrong? Think I'll spend eternity in the city. Let the carbon monoxide choke my thoughts away. Yeah. Your pretty body's health is our memories. And they can never be what she was to me. She's gone. She's gone. I better learn how to face it. She's gone. I made the devil to replace her. She's gone. What went wrong? She's gone. I better learn how to face it. She's gone. She's gone. I paid the devil to replace her. She's gone. I better learn how to face it. She's gone. She's gone. I paid the devil to replace her. She's gone. She's gone. She's gone. She's gone. She's gone.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. House Republicans are debating among themselves a bill to raise the nation's debt ceiling in return for spending cuts. There was agreement on some changes overnight. Fox's Chad Pergan with Capitol.
Republicans are trying to pressure President Biden to negotiate. Fox is told this is a defensive move in case the nation comes to a default. Then they can blame the president for not meeting with House Speaker Kevin McCarthy. But Fox has told Mr. Biden is waiting to see if Republicans can pass their own debt ceiling bill,
which would not get through Democrats in the Senate, and the president says he'd veto it if it did. Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders endorses President Biden and says he will not run for president again next year. In Davenport, Iowa, there are barriers up and some roads closed. The Mississippi River could hit 20 feet over flood stage this weekend.
That's a significant flood. We don't have very many of those.
That's Davenport Mayor Mike Mattson. The record there is 22.7 feet. It was 4 years ago. America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Live and local. Real talk starts now.
So, tell me, ladies. Can I call you ladies? You said I could.
Yes.
Okay. It's supposed to be a derogatory.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Well, that's what they said.
Can we say ma'am now? Still can we say?
No, you missed my story yesterday.
I did.
Massachusetts would not hire a superintendent because in an email he used the term ladies and gentlemen.
I'm Rayford Brown.
I'm Kelly Knapp.
I'm Lee Barrows.
And from the corner of the room.
Yep, the donkey man cometh in.
Yeah, live inside the studio.
Yep.
Where's you got Theo tied up outside?
Theo met me this morning.
I heard him come in.
Aww.
He met me this morning, wanted to know where his treat was.
Oh, he wanted his treat.
Charlotte was worse. I mean, she was standing outside the fence looking
She
at me
knew.
like it's
Well,
time.
Thea's a male, Charlotte's a female,
Female.
so
Yeah.
she's worse, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
she's
Just
daddy's
nag,
girl.
nag.
She's daddy's girl.
Where is
Oh,
she?
what a
Oh,
good
poor,
girl.
poor.
I'm kind of glad they taught me. And
I
Not
was just getting
the
ready to
family.
say, see, aren't you glad
She-
you kept
yeah.
her?
I thought Rosie was my girl, but
It's been a lot of Saturdays lately. I thought about going out and seeing her, and it's always been the raining ones.
Yeah.
And I think
going
Saturday's
I'm going
gonna
on
rain.
a Sunday.
On Sunday?
Well, as soon as the
Because he-
buttercups die,
Sunday,
you,
yeah.
you come on.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want you
yeah,
to go.
Tim and
I
I
mean,
had
the
a
buttercup-
talk.
Yeah,
about
the
doing-
buttercups are in full bloom,
Yeah.
and right now it's a mess.
So
I mean, it's
once-
beautiful.
I
Yeah,
want
Yeah,
to see
they're-
that.
it's a flower that's
they're full of pollen,
yeah, they're all
Oh,
full of pollen.
good. Just what I
and
want.
that's why I'm not going till
But
after.
you
the
and I
rain.
tell people to go out there, and I've had photographers go out there before and take pictures of the donkeys and horses walking.
That's
through
where
the
we need to get
buttercup.
our pictures done at.
And it's just I've had people go out there before the proms and stuff and get their pictures taken. They wouldn't actually. I tell them don't go in them, stand in front of them, and they would have it was all that just filled with yellow.
Oh.
And
Their
I
white
hate 'em.
dresses would be yellow.
And I hate them. And it'll kill a horse if they eat it. They won't eat it,
They're smart.
but it will. Yeah, it'll kill them if they
Mhm.
eat it. But they come back every year, and you spray them, and they come back every year, and I just need to
Just give up on it. They'll go
I
away.
yeah. When it gets hot in May,
Mm-hmm.
they'll die,
Yeah.
and they die out.
So,
So
but
I'm
we
waiting.
could go out there and lay down in them and get our picture made.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're not doing all that.
I'm just
So
not
help
even
yourself,
gonna go
Larry.
there.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll lay down on a white thing, and I will get a picture of the buttercups, and then I will we can take the picture. I can Photoshop it.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, we can do
I can
that.
put the flowers all around us.
That works.
Does
We
that
can
work
do
for you?
that. Yes. Yes.
What I've wanted to do is what one photographer did many years ago. These long, tall flowers up there, they're yellow, and
Sunflowers?
those are the
Yeah,
ones.
Okay, yeah, I love sunflowers.
And there was a whole field of them. Well, he built a platform up near the top of the field of flowers,
Oh.
and he put his model on the platform. You
Mhm.
couldn't see the platform, little 4x8
Oh.
sheet of plywood.
Yeah.
Couldn't see that at all. But he had the model floating inside. No Photoshop in those days. This is real time.
Oh, that's pretty
That was
cool.
it was a cool shot. Oh, anyway,
Mm.
Timmy, welcome to the show.
Doing fine. Just took a day off. I worked so hard. I need a day off once in a while at my age, and
That's right.
it's my wife's I call it my wife's anniversary because fellas, it's all about the wife. I know it's our anniversary, but it's
I've
been
explained that to so many grooms. I said, you're here because you're a placeholder.
Yeah.
That's the only reason you're here.
And I put it on my Facebook. 15 years ago, I talked Diane into saying I do, and it took a donkey to do it. Basically, is what I wrote in there. Because I gave her a miniature donkey and
Really?
a wheel for a wedding present. I really did. I bought her. He was Gus. I bought him, and
You bought
paid
Gus.
$200 for Gus, and he's supposed to have been 2-year-old, and he was older than that. But I bought, and she loved Gus, and he passed away, I think last year. But she did love her some Gus.
Oh, my.
Because she take him out and walk him. She walk up and down the old Thomas Loop Road with him and stuff like that.
She walked
loved
him
it.
like a dog.
Yeah. And he sat right there and go right there with her. Now, me, I'd have to drag him. He didn't like me because I trimmed his feet. He didn't like nothing to do with me. He wouldn't let me pet him. But if I walked out there with the rope, I'd have had to call Diane. Honey, you got to come catch your donkey. I got to trim his feet. He hated my guts. But he loved her. Now, Rosie, my little long-haired miniature donkey, she was daddy's girl until Charlotte was born, and I spoiled Charlotte. I mean, Charlotte loves some daddy. I can't
The
help it.
Queen Charlotte.
Yep.
Queen Charlotte.
But we have a good time down there at TLC Farm. I've been cleaning up. My person that leased some property left, and they left a whole bunch of stuff. And
Of course.
I made it, and I walked in the house, and I looked at St. Diane, and I said, I'm going to agree with what you had to say. And she told me, she said, why don't you quit leasing property? She said, you make enough during the
Yeah.
year on your property without leasing property, because the last 3 that I've had was drama.
I used to be a landlord.
And I don't do
Lord.
drama.
Don't want
And
it.
this last one was so bad. I mean, she was good, and then all of a sudden she did a 180. She got so. I've had people in River Bluff ever since they built the place. In fact, there used to be a racetrack around my horse pasture.
Mm-hmm.
The kids couldn't ride the go-karts or the mini bikes or the little motorcycles in River Bluff. And I'd tell them, hey, if you can drag it over here to my property line, I got you a track.
Oh, that's so
And they go
sweet.
all around
bet they love
and
that.
they had a fit. And now they're grown. They got kids of their own. And once in a while, this time I sure did enjoy them races we used to have. And I said, as long as you didn't get hurt, I didn't care.
Yeah.
And
That's pretty neat.
they trained my horses.
Train your horses.
They were training my horses the whole time, and I had one lady had a horse boarded there, and she didn't like it. I said, they are training my horses every time they run them go-karts. She said, well, how do you explain that? I said, you go out trail riding, and the horses have been hearing all this going on, and they're just looking. I said, if you happen to go out on a trail and run up on somebody with a four-wheeler or motorcycle, they recognize the sound. And I said, it won't startle them.
No.
And she didn't believe it. Well, she went to Hugh National Forest one weekend with some friends, and she came back and she looked right straight at me. She said, I'll never doubt you again. I said, what's happened? She said, well, we got on the wrong trail. We got on the four-wheeler trail by accident, and the four-wheeler come barreling down around the curve. She said there was 4 of us. 3 of those horses just bolted to the side and run off, was bucking and kicked. She said, my horse just stood right there.
No problem.
And she said, the first thing popped in my head is what you said. They're training my horses.
Mhm.
And they do that. I mean, fireworks,
You train them for.
you're training them for that.
You go out there and shoot your gun.
Yeah.
You gun train a dog. You gun train your horses.
Yeah. And used to, they had fireworks at River Bluff and stuff like that. And when they first had them, I won't never forget the first time I walked outside with my horses. And they were startled, but I walked out and stayed with them. When they got done, one of the neighbors saw me in the pasture, and they all came out. Oh, I'm so sorry. We didn't mean to do that. You're fine. Don't worry about it. I want you to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And my horses would just stand right there, and they blow off fireworks. They look up. They look down.
They enjoyed them too.
I
Yeah.
liked
And
them.
there's so many different ways you train animals. People don't understand. And training a horse is 10 times easier than training a dog, because horses, donkeys in general, are lazy.
Mhm.
They'll do anything they can do to get out of work. And all you got to do, if you have patience, you can
They're
train a horse.
Democrats, right?
Yeah, just
Okay. I just.
yeah.
I mean, that's their symbol.
Well, you're right.
True, I guess. Yeah.
But yeah, they're dealing. I got a pen full of Democrats and half breeds. I got 2 mules too. But, so they're half breeds, I reckon.
Doug, are you
I'm not going to
listening?
go there.
Yeah.
So, anyway, coming up this morning about 7:30, we got Dr. Rosemary Stein,
Yes.
and find out what's going on. I cannot get over this. I've been, outside so much. There's
It's the
just
pollen.
constant drainage.
It's
That's
the
a wonder
pollen.
you don't have pneumonia after being out on the water the other day
Yeah.
With my shorts.
with your shorts
Oh,
on.
you don't get pneumonia from that. You don't even catch a cold when you're like that.
That's
You
because
get
you're on a
other things.
boat. It's all
But,
different.
yeah, it is. But anyway, I got to find out what's going on. So I don't want to. My doctor is moving. She's in the process of moving from one location to another.
Yes.
So
Yes,
I'll
I
give
got
her-
the postcard yesterday in the mail.
I didn't get one.
I got 2 of them. In fact, 2 of
You
them.
probably got mine.
Probably did.
Yeah. She said, "Here it is." She should have put on the mom. Give this to Ray.
Yeah, right. But anyway, so she's moving. So I'm just, of course, she's moving closer to me.
Yes,
That's
you
a
could
good
walk
thing.
down
I can
there.
walk on over there.
That's
My
right.
feet would allow me.
Mhm.
Regina Yost,
Mhm.
our preferred medical provider here in this room, in this
That's
house.
right.
She's moving from her location to the right there at the entrance to the golf course,
Yeah.
the country
Yeah,
club.
that
Medical
big
building.
building right
Yeah.
there.
Country club,
From
medical,
orthopedic guys.
whatever it calls.
Yeah.
But that's where my
That's
dermatologist
what my
is.
dermatologist says. Yeah. We have the
Oh,
same
that's good
dermatologist.
to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
And I keep forgetting to call.
Well, you
I
need
need
to
to make
call.
an
They're good.
appointment.
They're good there. The
Yeah.
dermatologist there is good. Yeah.
And so I do my annual visit there, and it's a convenient location. I don't have to go through a red light.
I
Yeah.
like it. That's true.
There's one at the corner, but I can
Yeah.
turn right on
Yeah.
red there.
Isn't the light right before you get to that building?
No, it's
Not
at,
from Rayford's
it's
house.
at
no.
the building.
It's right at it.
It's right.
And he
Yeah,
can
it's
turn
fine.
right there. And he can turn like he's going to the country club and turn left into the parking lot.
There
That's how
you
I
go.
go in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's about the only interest they have.
Mhm.
So she's moving there. So it's all good.
Yep.
The closer to me, the better.
Heck yeah.
She could come running over here and do a house call.
There you go. Put her on the
No, that's
radio.
the way I want it.
Yeah.
I do need to get her in here from time to time. We need our own
Yeah.
in-house medical
Yeah.
specialist.
Mm-hmm.
So since she's going to be over there, she just 2 minutes later she can be right here.
That's right.
Not a problem.
Best primary care in the area.
Yeah.
Bottom line, she's the best.
That'll be my next step. I'll have to go see a
You need to go.
dermatologist next.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dermatologist is a
yeah.
good place.
I got enough doctors. I mean, I'm Dr. Poor.
I have one.
I feel like.
Thank
Now,
goodness.
Kelly, I know you. Bless your heart. I think about you all the time. The wind will blow wrong. It's God.
Yeah.
I see them buttercups out there. God, I think about
Yeah.
you. Bless your heart.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. I mean,
Well, me and Rayford have a lot of the same doc. We have the same cardiologist.
Oh,
I don't know about the same dermatologist, but the same dermatology group.
yeah, same group.
Yeah.
I gave Rayford my primary care,
Yep.
turned him on to her.
Got that.
Um,
Then Lee started,
yeah, I got
And-
Lee
and
on
my
there.
wife
Oh, I
started.
sent a whole bunch of people to her.
and my
Yeah.
wife
Yeah.
went
Yeah.
there. So we
Yeah.
it's like
My family goes there. I've referred clients to her, like
So
you
it-
that
it-
I knew
it works
needed
out well.
medical care.
it's
Yeah,
$50 finder's fee.
and I told her, she's like, I'm gonna start, giving you some fees for. I have sent her probably at least 20 people, and that's not
that's the
even a
reason
lot.
she's able to move on up in the
Yeah.
neighborhood.
Yeah.
That's
I
good.
guess I'm sending her to people.
We did have Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson scheduled for this morning,
Yeah.
but he's been rescheduled now
Correct.
Till tomorrow morning.
until tomorrow.
Yeah. His office had forgotten that he was in a panel discussion this
Right.
morning. So
It happens.
It does.
Yeah.
That's
I'll
cool.
tell you though, the gentleman that I talked to, I know him, and they're doing a fantastic job with coordinating appearances and radio visits and stuff. So it's good office,
That's good.
Mhm.
good office.
Sometimes when people are campaigning, we can get access to them without
Mhm.
any problem whatsoever.
Right.
But it's just like so many other people. Once they reach the top,
Yeah.
they don't care anymore.
Once they get
Right.
elected, yeah.
Not
but
all
he-
of
Many
them,
of
no.
them.
But he's good
Many
like
of
that.
Yes,
though.
we do have
We do have a
our
few.
Senator Lazara.
We do.
you know.
He's
Mhm.
available anytime.
Yes.
Commissioners.
We've
Our
got
commissioners,
Batman
Board of
Robin come in
Education.
here.
most of
Yeah.
our commissioners are available at
Yeah.
any time.
Yep.
I like
Our
most of
mayor is
commissioners that we
available
have
at any
right now.
time.
Yeah.
You
About
know,
all of them could get my vote if they needed it.
About all.
I'm not gonna say all. About all. I got my. We won't go there.
yeah, we want.
Okay, well.
But yeah, about all, I'm satisfied
Yes.
with the panel we got now. And with
I
the
can
panel
get
we've had.
one of our two senators, or I
Mm-hmm.
can get both of our senators on here easier than I can get a couple of our local representatives.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
We
right.
can't get them. Don't even say
I-
easier than we can.
Well,
we can't get them to.
Well,
I
they-
have a promise by the majority whip of the North Carolina House that he's going to start calling in on a regular basis.
That's
and
good.
he said he's even going to come into the studio when he's in Jacksonville.
That's good.
And I said, that's good because we need someone from the House.
Yep.
We want to know what we
The
want to
State
hear.
House.
The
Yep.
State House.
We can get from the U.S. House, from the U.S. Senate,
Yes.
from the state Senate. We're good to go.
Yeah,
Right.
good on that. Yeah.
So
So
it's
we'll be
pretty
having
decent.
Representative Hardister on soon.
That's
So,
excellent.
Yes.
Why don't we go ahead and take a break, do a little bit of weather during the break, come back, and we'll continue chatting until Dr. Rose is available. Things
Okay.
are happening.
I got some Russian news. I need to start a tracker. I need to put a board up, like a crime
Russian
board.
news, really.
Had some more deaths in the Russian government.
Well,
Mysterious.
That's called thinning the herd.
I need to start
We've
a
said
list.
that before.
Yeah.
Well, before
Any
we go any
nerve.
further, we lost another great one yesterday.
We
Who's
did.
that?
Harry
Harry
Belafonte,
Belafonte.
Yeah.
96 years of
Yeah.
age. Great singer,
Oh, he was
civil
good.
rights
Yeah.
activist.
Yep.
He was a good singer.
Wonderful
He's a
singer.
good person. Oh, beautiful singer. He had that soft, smooth, velvety voice.
Yeah, he did.
And beautiful eyes. The
Mhm.
man had
Yeah,
beautiful
he
eyes.
did.
When he
He
I
did.
never
sung,
noticed his eyes. Did you, Tim? No, I didn't think
No,
so.
We did.
when
yeah.
he sings,
He's a
you're
man.
just
I don't notice a whole lot about
captivated
him.
by his
Yeah.
eyes.
He just had a
Women, yeah.
presence about it.
Yes,
though.
he did.
He did.
He did.
All right, you're live and local Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM WSME. Weather is next.
Hey, it's Cool Bobby B. Jacksonville, Onslow County, and beyond. You have found the official station for the Doo-Wop Stop. Heard Saturday nights, 7 till 10, right here on Freedom 97.1 WSME and worldwide at WSME971.com. Join me as we play the absolute best and greatest doo-wop songs of all time. Saturday night, 7 till 10. Get connected now at doowopstop.com.
Research shows people remember radio ads that remind them of the past. So to help you remember that Liberty Mutual Insurance Company customizes your home insurance so you only pay for what you need, here's an ad that'll really take you back.
Back in my day, I heard a voice from the radio say, Liberty Mutual customizes my home insurance so I only pay for what I need. I'm getting on in years now, but heavens to Betsy, there are some things an old fella like me just never forgets.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
DQ presents. Picture this. You stand before the awe-inspiring new signature Stackburger menu at DQ and your mouth wonders, where have you been all my life? That's 5 taste bud tempting cheeseburgers with 100% real seasoned beef. You peek at the loaded A1 Stackburger with 2 premium sauces. Then the flamethrower Stackburger with tongue-tingling jalapeno bacon. Then you realize moments like these are exactly why we have the DQ signature Stackburger menu. DQ. Happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
Mills International Incorporated, your local Cub Cadet dealer, is ready for spring, and you should be too with the Cub Cadet Ultima Series. These zero-turn lawnmowers are engineered for strength, versatility, and durability in one lineup with premium features engineered to leave you with a well-manicured lawn. Step up to the strength, comfort, and precise cut of the Cub Cadet Ultima Series and unlock the possibilities of your lawn. Head to your local Cub Cadet dealer, Mills International Incorporated, at 801 South Queen Street, Kinston, for exceptional offers, expert advice, and superior service.
A plan every adult family member should consider is the pre-arranged funeral. It's the worry-saving thing to do for your family. Making pre-arrangements helps to alleviate the additional stress on family members that can come with arranging a loved one's funeral. Jones Funeral Home's prepaid funeral plan helps remove confusion. They make a practical evaluation of costs possible, and it's the best way to take an unpleasant task off the shoulders of the family. Call Jones Funeral Home at 455-1281.
With locations in Jacksonville, Richland, Swansboro, and Holly Ridge.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full-color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
If your plans include hitting the road this year to do some traveling, make sure a visit to Silent Service Center is on your to-do list. Travel safety starts with the tires on your vehicle, and a visit to Silent Service Center will give you peace of mind with the best value in all name brand tires and the largest selection of used tires in this area. In addition to quality tires, Silent Service Center is a North Carolina inspection station and does complete brake service, oil changes, and alignment service. Silent Service Center, 1707 Lejeune Boulevard, Jacksonville, and 108 West Main Street, Havelock. Phone 910-353-4760.
Keep on keeping on, leap on, leaping on.
Join us at the Jacksonville Country Club for our first annual First Tee Gala, April 29th. The First Tee Gala is a benefit for the kids of Onslow County. It not only introduces them to the game of golf, but also provides the tools to help build character, confidence, life skills, and resilience. Let's give our kids and our culture a brighter future. Join us for the First Tee Gala, April 29th at the Jacksonville Country Club. Tickets are available now at Great Gas of Jacksonville.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
You know, I actually should be paying Tideline to have the privilege to work down there, because some of the people that come in, they are some of the nicest people in the world, and we get to chatting. There was a gentleman came in yesterday. He used to work at Wilmington PD.
Okay.
I never knew him. I didn't work at Wilmington PD. I
Right.
worked other places, but he knew who I was because I was in television by that time. But you get to meet people from all over, and people from all walks of life, and people who have a common interest is called boating. It doesn't matter about anything else that's going on in their lives. If they're boaters and or anglers, fishermen, then we've all got something in common, and we're all at the same level, regardless of whether you're buying expensive lures or buying chunks of a tub of worms or some frozen shrimp, or you're all the same.
Yeah.
Everybody's the same. Doesn't matter who you are, how much money you got, where you work, or anything else. It's just the people there. I did have the opportunity. George encouraged me yesterday. It took about a half a second to take one of the brand new Tri-Tune boats out.
Oh, what'd you think about it? Is it good?
This is your
It's
boat. This
my
is your
speed.
boat, girl. This is your boat. You need to tell Robin.
That I want to try
This
to.
is it. They got two down there, two brand new ones down
He's
there.
shaking his head right now.
Oh, I'm
And-
sure he is.
And I took one of them out. If you had been on that boat, either or both of you yesterday, it is so smooth. It is so cool. You can just move on down the river at 15 miles per hour, or you can run 36 miles per hour.
Oh, cool.
Yes, you can pull your grandson.
Mhm.
You can pull Robin, put a little rope around his
Put a
neck,
little rope around him.
and then pull him
Pull him
on
through
water
there.
skis or whatever you want to do.
Robin, I'm not in that. No,
You can do anything with this boat that you can do with other boats. John and I yesterday, we were so tempted, and I'm not sure it's not going to happen, but we were so tempted to run on down to the inlet to run that thing into the ocean, just to give it a whirl. I know from the day before, the ocean a little choppy. This boat would have handled that chop
Oh,
without
really?
any problem whatsoever. It was that smooth. It's made by a company called Aloha. They ain't a new company. They've been in business since 1962, building pontoons and then tri-tunes.
Huh.
Through the third tube acts like a keel on a boat instead of just the two pontoons that are out there, and they skid around. They're not controllable, to be honest with you. I don't like them. But this tri-tune, holy moly.
It's a good thing.
You could have a party on board this boat.
Well, that's
Let's
what
do
Just
I
a
it.
walk around party on the boat.
Let's
Man,
do
how
it.
wide is it?
About yonder.
Okay.
8 or 9 feet, something
Okay,
like that.
That ain't bad.
No, and it's fine. It's got the most plush seating you've ever seen. I finally got at the helm after John drove for a while, but I was up forward, and it's like the seats are,
I like plush seating.
and then it's just you lean back in it, and I could go to sleep in about a New York split second. So that's how That's how nice this boat is. You can walk around it and fish around it. You can, like I say, pull tubes. You can do whatever you want to do. Only available here at Tideline Marine. Tideline Marine, 159 Old Bridge Street, on the banks of the New River in downtown Jacksonville. Want to check these boats out? Yes, sir, buddy. 1 hour and 3 minutes. You can do it. Check them out. 159 Old Bridge Street, downtown Jacksonville, on the banks of the New River. There's a small craft advisory in effect until 11 this morning offshore. Easterly winds 15 to 20, gusts to 30, seas 4 to 6 feet, except 3 to 4. Dominant period 5 seconds. Sounds and rivers are going to be choppy. Easterly winds again tomorrow, 10 to 15, seas 4 to 5 feet, 2 to 3 near shore. Dominant period 9 seconds. Not bad. Sounds and rivers, a moderate chop. Then comes Friday. Southeasterly winds 15 to 20, becoming southerly 20 to 25 in the afternoon. Gusts to 30 knots on Friday afternoon, just in time for the weekend seas. Kelly seas are 5 to 8 feet, except 4 to 6 near shore. Sounds and rivers becoming rough in the afternoon.
Today, mostly cloudy, high of 68. Tonight, mostly cloudy, low of 54. Oh, and by the way, today it's going to get a little bit gusty. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, a high of 76. Gusty again tomorrow. Tomorrow night, increasing clouds, low of 59. And the rain chance starts in tomorrow night. Showers and thunderstorms, mainly between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. Then Friday, it's just going to be rainy and gross and maybe even a bad thunderstorm, high of 75, gusty winds. Friday night, though, mostly cloudy, a low of 59. And Saturday, it turns around, mostly sunny, high of 83.
So, Tim, those gusty winds, driving that big old rig you got out there that'll plow through anything, it has an impact on you, doesn't it? You got a lot of sail area, as we call it in boating.
It's worse if you drive what we call a dry van or box truck. It's 10 times worse. I mean, I've been up on I-65 up in Indiana, and the wind blows so hard the truck's leaning.
Really?
Yeah, and they'll lean. If you're empty, it's leaning in. I've seen them slide right across the interstate. I mean, the wind will be blowing so hard. But yeah, I'm very lucky. I'm usually on what I call a skateboard. It's like a flatbed. Or I'm pulling a low boy with a heavy piece of equipment on it. It doesn't affect me too much. But
that's
I
not
see
sail
risk.
area.
Yeah.
Sail area is just a flat area where the wind can have an impact. Same thing on boats.
Yeah. And it just gets to you sometimes. And your fuel mileage changes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, big time. If you're running into the wind, your fuel mileage is going to change.
Yeah.
I mean, on my truck, I have this onboard computer. It tells you what your fuel mileage is all the time. And you can tell by the wind gusts which way the wind's blowing. You'll see the fuel mileage go from 6.4 to 6.3, sometimes 6.2. And then later on, if you got a tailwind, it'll go back up to 6.4, 6.5. And it's all about the weather when you're driving, plus the engine itself. If it's on a cool day, the engine is cool. You look at, and I'm looking at my gauges off and on all the time. You know, you got to check them, And I'm running about 180 degrees on normal conditions. If it's real cold outside, it's probably about 165. It's real hot outside, it's about 195. And you'll hear that fan come on and off all the time. And yeah, it's a big deal. It's got a lot to do with your fuel.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot to do with your engine head.
I totally understand.
Yeah.
Totally understand. You know, somebody else who pays a lot of attention to temperatures is our doctors. And Dr. Rosemary Stein, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well. Good morning. How are you?
Oh, doing fine. We're talking about big trucks and temperatures, and of course, that's one of the first things every time I go to a doctor. It's well, you know, we got to check your temperature. Yeah, that's an indication. Everything might be okay, but if you got a temperature, something is wrong, right?
That's absolutely right. We check a temperature even over the phone when we're screening our patients, when they call in because they have an illness. And you would not believe the times that the parent says, no fever. And they take that temperature and they're surprised and we're not. because the child had a fever. Or the times they said, oh, he doesn't have a fever, so I don't need to check it. They come into the office, and there we are with 103 and looking miserable.
Oh, wow.
And you're right. It tells us something is wrong, for sure.
Well, that back
and it
of
gives
the
us an idea.
yeah, that back of the hand that grandmothers used to do, that is not a real good indicator, is it?
It's not the best. It's not scientific. I mean, if you're in the car and obviously you may not be carrying around a thermometer and your child looks flushed, that back of the hand might help a little bit to determine whether you have to head home or you can go and do your shopping.
Yeah. Well,
but otherwise, let's say it's not a medical source.
yeah, I would think that, well, I know from experience from my own that if I happen to be really cold and I touch my forehead, and even though I got a normal temperature, my hands are cold and the forehead feels nice and hot, but I really don't have a temperature. I've found that out.
That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. So just depends upon what the rest of your feelings are. What's going on in the medical world? Anything new that we need to know about?
Well, we have that boogeyman of Kelly's, the strep, going around quite a bit, and a lot of gastro right now. So parents, make sure that you take all the precautions to tell your children, wash your hands, make sure that you don't touch other people's foods and stuff, and before you touch your own food, make sure that you sanitize them or you wash them. We have, and kids tend to spread the stomach bugs more than anybody else. And they tend to get a little sicker because their systems are smaller, so it takes less viruses or bacteria to get them sick. And we do have some scary bugs out there like salmonella, and I've heard of, but I haven't seen hepatitis A again.
Oh, wow.
Oh, geez.
We don't need that.
No.
No, not good stuff.
No.
Well, I was going to say I have it pulled up because I have a question resulting from this that I just read. During COVID, strep throat infections went down according to the CDC and everybody else. But now, apparently, here in 2023, according to this, they've spiked above pre-COVID highs, and they're as high as they were in 2017 when they had a big old spike. But what was interesting about this, and I've had quite a few clients in the last 2 weeks, kid clients with strep, which, it's a little unusual this time of year, but I don't know what happened. But Dr. Rose, I didn't realize it says that there's been an amoxicillin shortage since last September, October. Is that true?
Yes, on and off, but yes, there has been on and off an amoxicillin shortage.
See, that's scary considering that's like a go-to antibiotic.
Yeah.
That is true. That is true. And so we're having to use second-line antibiotic, which means the second choice, the stronger choice. For illnesses that we would ordinarily just choose amoxicillin for because they don't have it. And they don't have it, I mean they can go to 10 pharmacies and not find it. And it's especially for the suspension, which is what you give to children.
Can't you go to places, that have fish medicine for your aquarium? Because there is no, I'm serious. There is the amoxicillin available there too, right?
I use it. Yeah. I got a bottle of it in the house.
I never heard of that, Dr. Rose.
Yeah, it's called fish mox.
I'm not a fish person, but obviously Rayford is, so he would know that he's seen amoxicillin on.
Yep.
Yeah.
They call it Amox something or another.
Yeah. And it's got a big fish on. I got a bottle at the house. I use it. I mean, they're 250 milligrams. So you use it by weight. I'm sorry, Dr. Rose, but yeah, you can get it. And used to, we got penicillin over the counter, but the veterinarians got rid of that.
Oh, wow. I just learned something.
I used to inject myself with penicillin when I was younger. I mean, I just go out there to the barn, refrigerator, get you a bottle full and shove it in your leg and go on.
A lot of people taking animal meds.
Yeah.
Dr. Rose, Tim is one of our regular callers, and he's in the studio today. He raises donkeys, jackasses, Democrats, whatever you want to call them. So he's an interesting character, and it's to say the least. And a few years ago, when you get arthritis and you get these aches and pains, right? So over the air, he told me to go over to Tractor Supply and get something called
Bigeloil.
Beagle oil, not dog. They're not the big, not like the
Not
dog
just any
beagle.
dog. Beagle.
Beagle, yeah.
Bigeloil.
Yep.
Beagle oil. And
Okay.
I went out and I bought a quart of it. And it's what you use it for liniment
It's
is
horse
what they
liniment,
used to
yeah.
call it, right?
Yes, sir.
It's a liniment. And you know what? It felt really good. And it helped with some of the pains that I was having. But within 2 or 3 days, he called in and said, "How's that working out for you?" I said, "Tim, it's great, but you know, it just tastes so bad." And he stopped. Only time in his life he was speechless.
You don't drink it.
It ain't for drinking. I didn't drink it, of course, but
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's
I
a horse
confused him.
liniment and it don't burn you if you don't wrap it. But if you wrap it, you'll hate life for a while. But it's all natural. It's just something we used on bowed tendons on horses and stuff like that. And I learned it by accident. I got a little arthritis in my fingers, and I mopped the horse down with it one day, and my fingers felt great. So I started using it on my shoulder. I mean, it works good. And I've got a lot of people. If you need a knee operation, go get it, but it will help you until you get it. It's not going to cure you, but it is a type of horse liniment.
It's just a temporary pain reliever.
And it's it blew my mind what he said about drinking it.
I did take it to my doctor at the time, and I took the bottle to her, and she said, "There's nothing in here that will hurt you." She looked at all the ingredients. She says, "If it's working, go for it."
Yeah.
Nothing else was
Well,
helping.
It sounds like your doctor had a lot of common sense.
She did.
Most doctors today would say, "Don't use that. That's bad,"
Yeah.
and not even know what not even take into consideration that you felt that your joints felt better.
Yes.
Now, I do have to say that is good for you as adults. Maybe not a great idea to give that to on your children for growing pains.
No,
So just use it on yourself.
Well, Dr. Rose, that brings me to a question I actually had for you. Now it's sports season time where kids are playing, soccer's kind of winding down, but they're starting to do, t-ball, baseball, softball. What are some tips for parents when their kids, because kids get sore, arms, legs, they get pulled muscles. How do they do? Should they just let it go? What would you recommend?
No.
No, I would recommend at the beginning you put on some ice to decrease the inflammation to the area. And as a parent, you sort of try to intuitively thinking about, where it is that it's hurting and how they might have sprained it to try to sort of do a light massage on the area, walk it off a little bit. And then if all of that doesn't help, this would be what I would do. I really like ibuprofen. It is a great anti-inflammatory. It decreases your pain. It decreases your inflammation. And once in a while, don't use it all the time on children, please. But once in a while, for a bad sore that doesn't go away by those first three things, then ibuprofen is good for letting that child rest and being able to sleep. And then figure out what did the child do, because usually if a muscle set or even a joint is bothering a child, it's because they overused something. So think about what kind of mechanics your child was using so that you could teach them how to do it better or do it right, or not to use that set of muscles so repetitively.
That's a good idea. Okay.
Of course, people like me will say no pain, no gain.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
You don't want your little child hurting.
If I
They
don't
just
hurt
don't.
every day, so I'm scared.
They could hurt a kid. They're like Dr. Rose says, they're growing.
Yeah.
We don't want to mess something up.
I didn't say that you can avoid pain altogether. It's
No.
just that when they have pain, and then when you do those things, you make the child acknowledge that there is pain and
Correct.
that there are ways to manage it, instead of being these kids that when they have pain, they're screaming and yelling because they think they're going to die because
Yeah.
they're not familiarized with pain.
And you can help me out here, but I think that I would start working the kid before the tryouts and before they actually have to get out there and play. Get them out there and rake the yard, cut the grass,
Wash the
do things
car.
like
With a
that.
push lawnmower too.
Yeah, well, I'm being kind of serious here.
Clean the room.
Start.
No, absolutely.
Start.
It's funny the way that you're saying it, but you're absolutely right. The kids today, that's why they ache so much, because they don't have to move. They're constantly sitting in front of the TV, playing, their electronics. They're not out and about.
No, they're not.
So no wonder they don't do sports well, or they think they can't do anything, and they haven't been instructed by mom and dad. And with a lot of absent dads, the skills that they need to do some of these sports, especially like baseball and football, they don't have them. So those are things that, as mom and dad, you want to make sure don't just throw them all over to practice. Make sure that they are, that they are doing these different sports and practicing beforehand and building up their muscle groups.
Yeah. Now, one final thing here. Yours truly, and pretty much 90% of the people that I know, they've got this constant drainage these days. I was a blonde there for a while. One day that I was working outside, I became a total blonde with all the yellow stuff in my head, and I can't get rid of this little hack down there. This constant drainage. Is there anything other than over-the-counter things that we can do or should do?
The over-the-counter things are very good, but they're not going to be a preventive. Apart from Zyrtec or Claritin, if you have bad allergies, it's better to use those as a preventive than using them after you started your allergy. So those are antihistamines. But if you're outside, and this is a tried and true thing, and it helps to prevent, is to make sure that when you come back inside, you drink some water, you shake the dust off, you wash your face, you wash your hands. These are just regular things. If you know there's pollen outside, don't bring the pollen in with you.
There you go.
And if you do, then make sure you wash your face and hands. Same thing for kids, because that'll accumulate. Make sure you change your filters, because the pollen that's coming into the house when you open and you close the doors or you circulate the air, it's going to get stuck in the filter, and guess what? That's going to be in your house.
Well,
so these are just some things that you can help for yourself and your children, so that you can get through the allergy season a little bit better. Because it's a fun time. It's good to be outside.
it is.
Some
It's
people are
nice.
scared of going outside because of the pollen, but you got to get the kids out there.
Well, my neighbors get upset because all I do is I just strip down outside and come on inside.
Oh, my
Dr.
Lord.
Rose, thank you.
Exposing itself.
Thank you, Dr. Rose.
Thank you. I
You're
really,
very welcome. I love coming on the show with you guys.
I really appreciate what you've done, because you're basically highlighted my Wednesday. I mean, I listen to you faithfully, and I've done a lot of things you have suggested, and they really help. But I want to say thank you as a listener. Thank you.
We get a lot of that,
You're
Doctor.
welcome. Thank you, all of you.
Yeah,
Thank you, Dr.
we get so
Rose.
many comments about that. I do
Yeah,
on
I
a
do
regular
too.
basis.
Yes, I do
So
too.
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys have a good week.
You
You
too.
too.
Got to take a break. You're live and local. Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSMA. Don't go too far from your radio, because we'll be right back.
I think there's been a prison break, and reports are saying it's the Scorcher. Yes, the Scorcher has escaped and is running rampant across Comfortville. Apparently, he's targeting innocent air conditioning units. Yes, and wait a second. It seems that reports are flooding in of unfortunate citizens feeling uncomfortable, hot, and in extreme cases, I hesitate to say this on the air, people are even sweating. Wait a minute, we're now getting word there seems to be some sort of disturbance. Bryant Man is on the scene, and he has apprehended the Scorcher. All right. Tune in again for another tale of Bryant Man, always doing whatever it takes.
Call Down East Heating and Air Conditioning at 346-4311 and let them keep you comfortable this summer. Down East Heating and Air, serving our community for over 25 years. Down East can also help you with your home guttering needs. Call Down East today, 346-4311. If you're in search of quality outdoor and patio furniture, look no further than Home Decor Outlet, 3080 Rissens Highway, next to Mr. Discount, in the old Johnson Drug Store location. Home Decor Outlet carries American-made, environmentally friendly outdoor and patio furniture that actually floats, priced 70% below department store prices. You'll find side tables, benches, gliders, rockers, and lounge chairs in many colors to choose from. Built to last with virtually no maintenance. In addition to quality outdoor outdoor and patio furniture, Home Decor Outlet has accessories from candles, bedding, comforters, lamps, almost anything for your home, business, cottage, or condo. Make outdoor living comfortable, convenient, and affordable. Visit Home Decor Outlet in the old Johnson Drug Store next to Mr. Discount, 3080 Richlands Highway, right here in Jacksonville. Phone 910-333-0233. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Doctors Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
Hello, shoppers. Take advantage of the fall specials and many, many more at your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, where good things cost less. Down the street on the Richlands Highway here in Jacksonville and Main Street in Maysville. Whole top sirloin, just $5.99 a pound. Top sirloin filet is only $7.99 a pound. Boneless chuck roast, $4.99 a pound. Whole Boston butt is only $1.59 a pound. Fresh fried leg quarters, 59 cents a pound in a 10-pound bag. And or more of fresh ground beef is only $2.49 a pound. And remember, the beef and pork is cut fresh every day by the butchers at your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, and they use only the finest and certified Angus beef and Sanderson's Farm chicken. Over in produce, jumbo bell peppers, just 99 cents each. Extra large beefsteak tomatoes are only 99 cents a pound. Red ripe strawberries, $2.99 a package. Sweet potatoes, 79 cents a pound. And a 10-pound bag of russet potatoes is only $4.99. Crisp green cabbage is only 59 cents a pound. And red ripe strawberries, just $2.99 a pound. That's your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store down the street, where good things cost less on the Richlands Highway in Jacksonville and Main Street in Maysville. Remember, save big with the pig.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
And welcome back, live and local Real Talk. We appreciate y'all listening in this morning. Our guest in the studio is Timmy Thomas, as we call him.
Timmy Lynn.
Timmy Lynn.
And you know you're going to get your tail whipped when you heard Timmy Lynn.
There you go. That was from Grandmama, right?
Yes.
Mom, yeah.
Okay, got a caller. Good morning. Who's this?
Hey, Ray Dog, it's Bill.
Hey, Bill. What's up?
Bill, what's up?
Hey, I couldn't send pictures your way because I'm an idiot, but Kelly, I sent them to Robin. I text Robin, see if he'll send them to you.
Okay.
And if you could show Rayford and you. So Robin has them in his phone. That's the only way I knew how to do it.
Okay.
And
that's
for
right, the
I got
dog.
2 days before I take him to the pound. I don't want to do that.
Okay, I'll tell Robin.
Oh, yeah.
Work your magic or whatever.
Yes, thank
I
you.
want- oh, yes,
Hold on,
please.
I'll do it. I'm texting
My
him right
wife
now.
wants to see that doggy.
Yes.
I
I want
can
to
bring
see.
it by, Rayford, if you want. I can bring it by today or
I
tomorrow.
don't know whether I'll even be here or not, and I know she won't be. I've got to go see one of the doctor people, a dentist.
Now, my second comment, Kelly, I hope this doesn't affect you taking the dog. But that doctor was talking earlier because moms are too involved with little boys. There comes a certain age where you step back and let dad do the job and stay out of it. Just like the Spartans did. When he took them away from the moms, they were the best warrior in the world because there was no moms there. When I was a drill instructor down Paris Island, that's the first thing the mom asked, what'd you do? I started crying. All right? And I'm not going to use my real address on because I don't want moms attacking me down here, Jack.
I understand.
Yep.
So,
All right.
yeah,
Thank you, guys.
we'll screen them for you.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Robin knows how to get a hold of me, Kelly. if you
Yep,
want
he
to do
just sent me one. Okay.
All right.
Oh,
Thank you,
All
Bill.
right, thank you, guys.
Appreciate it. All right. Let's go ahead and take another break so I can look at this puppy dog. All right. You're live and
my
local Real
goodness.
Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WDSME. We'll be right back.
Hey,
this is Chris Rainer, your host of Sports Talk. This Friday, we'll be on the road with the show. We'll be at the studios at Rock Creek Golf and Country Club, a.k.a. Ricky Morton's office. Pro Rick Morton and his son Riley Morton. Riley's getting into golf lessons, teaching them. Also has a band called the RV Road Show. So we're going to talk about that, talk about Ricky Morton's career, all Friday on Sports Talk at 9 a.m. on Freedom 97.1 FM, 1120 a.m. WSME.
Good morning, you bad, beautiful bosses. This is Carrie Cobb, your boss mortgage broker from Empire Financial, NMLS 1987537.
And good morning, beautiful people. This is Donna Riggs, your local realtor, here with LPT Realty in Onslow County and the surrounding areas of North Carolina. Your boss tip for today is to stop renting and start owning, because now is the right time to buy a home. Contact our team and let us help you approach the home buying process the boss way by building opportunities through simple solutions.
Text or call your lender today at 910-382-2188 or your realtor at 910-340-0224. Empire Financial, NMLS 2108504. Equal Opportunity Employer and Housing Lender. Visit empirefi.com for terms and conditions. www.nmlsconsumeraccess.org.
If you love ocean pier fishing, the Seaview Pier Motel and Restaurant located at mile marker 18, North Topsail Beach is the place for you. The Seaview Pier is a family pier complete with bait and tackle shop, rod and reel rentals, and accessories. The restaurant serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner and features a complete menu from burgers to ocean fresh seafood, straight to you from the briny blue. With the Seaview Motel right next door and the most affordable rates on the coast, you can make it a vacation or a weekend of Carolina pier fishing. It's all here, including the fish. The Seaview Pier Motel and Restaurant, mile marker 18, North Topsail Beach, across the bridge, just south from Seas Ferry. To find out what's biting or for motel reservations, call anytime, 910-328-3172.
The spring has arrived, which means that concrete project on your to-do list is here. Mixmasters Concrete of Beulahville takes this time to thank those that serve us for our most prized possession, our freedom. When it comes to concrete, nobody does it harder or quicker than Mixmasters Concrete Incorporated, 3661 East Highway 24 in Beulahville. Whether you need concrete for residential, commercial, or agricultural projects, Mixmasters Concrete Incorporated serves all of eastern North Carolina. From driveways, patios, to livestock housing, concrete for outdoor kitchens. Mixmasters has the concrete, and owner Scott Thigpen will gladly provide a free estimate. For on-site delivery, phone 910-298-6153. And they deliver on Saturdays. Nobody does concrete harder or quicker than Mixmasters Concrete Incorporated of Beulahville. When you need ready-mix concrete quick, call Mixmasters Concrete of Beulahville, 910-298-6153. Proud to be a part of the continuing growth of Duplin, Onslow, Jones, and surrounding counties. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, your trusted local carrier indoor weather team. Serving all of your heating and air conditioning needs since 1967. Now offers residential and commercial duct and dryer vent cleaning. And now offers expert residential and commercial plumbing service. In case of a power outage due to a storm or for any other reason, be prepared with a Generac generator for your home or business. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning has Generac generators in stock, ready to install today. Remember, better breathing comes with cleaner air. Let Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning improve the air quality in your home or business with professional air duct cleaning. As always, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning is available 24/7 for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing emergency needs. Turn to the carrier experts, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, with locations in Jacksonville and Hempstead. Visit online, humphreyheating.com, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning since 1967. Relax, we're on the way.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
It's live and local real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
You know, there are places in this world that I just don't want to go to. And one of them is Cancun. And
Oh, heck no.
Oh, please. My granddaughter's getting ready to go.
Well,
I'm
she
freaked
probably
out.
shouldn't go.
the bodies of 8 people were found dumped in the Mexican resort of Cancun, one of the country's most popular tourism destinations. The bodies were discovered over the weekend, 10 miles from Cancun's beach and hotel zone, after police launched a coordinated effort to search for missing people in wooded lots and even sinkhole ponds. Oh my! The head
Cancun is-
prosecutor of the Caribbean coast state
Mhm.
said 5 of the bodies were found at an abandoned construction site. 3 were subsequently identified as previously reported missing people.
Yep.
There are any number of folks who are still missing in
Mhm.
that neck of the woods. 3 sets of skeletal remains were discovered at a separate site in a wooded area on the outskirts of Cancun, near a poor neighborhood close to the resort's airport.
But look what's happened since January in Cancun at the resorts.
Mhm.
They've had more than one shootout.
Yes.
Between the drug cartels, they've had the American tourist shot. We've had a couple of deaths. Yeah, I wouldn't go to Cancun
Sending
if you
this to my
offered
daughter
me
right
a.
now.
According to the government, more than
$1 million.
112,000 people are listed as missing throughout Mexico.
I believe that to be true.
I went down in a bit.
Wouldn't go there at all. Not for no amount of money. Not one drop.
Cancun and other resorts
Mhm.
used to be regarded as being very safe travel
not now.
destinations,
No.
but ain't so no mo.
I just sent that news story to my daughter.
It's terrible.
Mm-mm.
I don't want nothing to do with Mexico.
I'm gonna have to go kidnap my granddaughter.
When you got them trying to get out of Mexico,
Yeah.
and
There's a
I
reason.
got a lot of Mexican friends, a lot,
Mm.
and they'll tell you right quick.
Don't go. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Mhm.
Drug cartels have begun disposing of the bodies of their victims in clandestine body dumping grounds,
Mhm.
especially as several cartels fight for control of the Caribbean coast and its drug trade.
Yeah. I believe that to be true. Yep.
Drugs,
Mhm.
a non-violent crime.
Yeah.
No
okay.
problem. Mr. President, 107,000 people,
Mhm.
107,640 as I remember,
42. Yes, it's 42, I think.
died between August 21 and August 22
Yep.
from fentanyl overdoses.
Mhm.
These are people in the United States, and these are only the people that we know of that they've confirmed the cause of death.
Yes, correct.
We have no idea because so many people die, and just depends upon the situation. They're just, buried.
That's true. Yep.
No
Scary.
known cause.
Scary.
Mr. President, wake up, drink some coffee. And if you're not going to, we, the people of this country, need to.
Mhm.
What is it going to take to stop them? We can't do it on our own. It's going to have to be, the government is going to have to close the dang border. What is wrong with that? I blame Trump for this. Why? Because if he did not raise so much cane about it, and he's planning to run again next year, I think that Biden probably would continue building that blasted wall and get it done.
But now you think
But
he
it's
won't
a
because
Trump,
wanted
it's a
it. Yeah.
Trump
Makes
plan,
sense. It
and
makes
he would
sense.
look awful politically
Uh-huh.
speaking. So he would rather trade the lives of the next 100,000 Americans between now and a year from now
Yeah,
Makes sense.
than to do what's right.
even Obama wanted a wall.
Yes. Every president back to whenever wanted a wall. Democrats, Republicans, all of the above.
Yeah, Obama.
But
did
nobody
that wall.
had the
Yeah.
40
brass to
billion.
do it.
Mhm.
Where's the money?
Mhm.
The money's there.
Yeah.
How much is 107,000 Americans worth? The only use for fentanyl, there are 2 uses. One is that very minute stuff that they use to put people out when they do surgery that Kelly and I prefer not to
Yeah,
take.
I make them.
But
don't put
2
them on
would
record.
be to use it in death penalty cases because it's
Yeah.
cheap.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You don't have to get some special cocktail.
Yeah.
Just give them 3 pills. You're done.
And I
Yeah.
bet they won't do it that way.
They won't
No,
do
no.
it that way.
But that would save a
There's a
lot
ton
more
of it
money. Yeah.
here. China's made sure of that.
Yeah,
There are tons of it here.
I agree.
We could kill everybody on death row.
Yep, that's true.
In
With
one
just
day.
a little bit of amount too. We don't need a lot.
$10 worth.
Yeah, we don't need a lot.
I'll pay for that. That's cheaper
Yeah.
than books.
Yeah.
Good. You're live in local Real Talk Freedom 97.1 1120 AM WSME, and we'll be right back.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville. Fox
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. The Pentagon confirms the mastermind of a suicide bombing that killed 13 American troops in Afghanistan is dead.
The suicide attack happened at Kabul airport in August 2021. People were crowding at an entranceway trying to flee Afghanistan as the Taliban took back control. U.S. officials say the mastermind behind the bombing is now dead, killed by the Taliban earlier this month.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. Chief Justice Roberts says respectfully no thank you to Democrats' invitation to testify in the Senate about Supreme Court ethics.
The Judiciary Committee is seeking answers to ethics questions relating to Justice Clarence Thomas' acceptance of trips and other perks without declaring them. Chairman Dick Durbin responded saying a scheduled May 2nd hearing will be held and court ethics reform will happen whether the court participates or not.
Fox's Renal Scott. America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1
WSME.
It's live and local. Real talk.
All right, we're back live and local Real Talk, Freedom 97.1 and 1120 AM WSME. It's your turn, 910-333-0139, 910-333-0139.
Well, I've got some news for you.
Okay.
From the North Carolina General Legislature.
And what happened?
Those who are paid by the hour who earn a bonus could be in for a raise if some state lawmakers have their way. HB 490, sponsored by Representative John Bell, proposes an elimination of state income taxes for bonus pay up to $2,500 in overtime pay. Kelly?
Really?
We should take advantage of this with what Rayford pays us, huh?
Really?
Yeah, really. And they said it's an incentive to get people to pick up extra shifts and help fill vacancies.
So no income tax.
They won't tax you on your
bonuses.
overtime pay.
Or your bonus.
Really?
Yes.
No.
Well, it's just a proposed bill right
Good.
now.
It needs to go away.
It'll reward workers for going that extra mile.
Is
and
that
extra
for
effort
everybody, or is that just for state employees?
for them. That anybody that pays income tax in North Carolina.
I don't get bonuses and I don't work overtime. So I still get screwed, right?
Pretty much.
Pretty much so, yeah. But for those others listing that do work overtime,
You know, like my boss man called McIntyre when I worked down at the quarry. We had 7 holidays. We didn't get paid for them. We had a vacation, didn't get paid for it. And I asked him one time, why don't you do that? He said, I don't get no vacation. I don't get paid. I don't get no holiday.
Pretty
pay.
much. Same as
What's
me.
your job? I said, well, okay. Yeah. Way you put it.
Yeah, well,
I'm okay.
it's the same thing at Tie Line.
They got the
vacations or days off or whatever. You don't
Well,
get paid for that.
we had 7 vacation days. 7 holidays. I was only allowed 3 because I worked in the lime department and I had to make sure that all the feed companies had their lime. And Murphy Brown at the time took 1 day off, and that was Christmas. So I took
the
Christmas.
Pigs got to have food.
Right. Pigs and
Every day.
chickens and turkeys had to have food. And so for me to take 4th of July off, I had to make sure that they were all full.
Well, let's think about
So I
this
got
for
that
just a
one.
minute.
And it was fine, but that's how I
In the
got my
marina
job.
business.
Yeah.
Memorial Day,
Mhm.
no, people going to go boating.
Mhm.
4th of July, well, guess what? People are going to go boating. Labor Day, people are going to go boating.
Mhm.
Why would you not be there
You
to
need to be-
service
well,
the
yeah,
if
you
you're a
need to be
service
open.
industry? You've
Yeah.
got to be open.
Well, I worked.
That's just what it's about.
I worked all them
Aren't
holidays.
y'all closed those days?
No.
Oh.
Thanksgiving Day, and then Christmas, and then there's a week after Christmas that they shut down.
Right.
Okay.
Well, like Ruby Estes, we got Thanksgiving Day off and we got the Friday after, but that was all our birthday pay.
Ah.
Everybody had a birthday the day after Thanksgiving. That's when you got. Now you could take your birthday off, you didn't get paid for it, but he paid everybody for their birthday the day after Thanksgiving. We got 1 day off for Christmas. He thought more Thanksgiving. He said that's more travel time.
Yeah, it is.
And I agree
That's a
with him. I
4-day
always thought
weekend.
it was good. I said, I'd tell everybody that Wednesday night we go out and I said, y'all have a good birthday now, Friday.
Yeah, happy birthday to you. The interesting, the WECT, where I used to work, they got to vote on having 1 day, one special day to take off extra. So they put it up for a vote. And 1 year, October 15th was the day. Why? A big chunk of the staff were hunters, or they like to go
day of dog
oystering.
season.
Oystering or hunting season.
Closest Monday to the 15th of October is always been the opening day of dog hunting, what we call dog hunting season.
March Madness was usually a time of the month too. Had a lot of people calling in and
we used to have a family
using
reunion in March.
leave.
And they'd be mad. They'd run in there and eat. The men would run in there and eat. I'll see y'all later.
Yes.
So, but after that, the most popular day to take off was the day after Thanksgiving. So that became basically a company holiday.
Yeah. Well, that's what we're the company.
Not
I work
everybody
for
got
now.
off, of course, because news was 24/7,
Yeah.
year round.
Well,
Was
I'm
it-
learning I'm a good boss, Sam, because my staff gets holidays off. They get paid vacation.
See?
At Thanksgiving, they get Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Usually
Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Yeah, for travel.
Yeah.
The ones that
I
need to
got
travel.
you. Well, they can beat the 1 day
Yeah, we
traffic.
beat that traffic. Yeah.
Yeah, that's too bad.
And then Christmas.
How many
Lately,
days off
lately we've been doing the whole week.
Oh,
the
have
last
you?
couple of years.
I had
because-
you all beat.
Yeah.
Working for the federal government, I got every single holiday.
I do. My staff gets all
and
the
I got
holidays.
up to 8 weeks of paid leave every year.
You got Easter?
Yeah, I had built up that much.
You had
Easter Easter's not a federal holiday.
Exactly.
Right. But I got everything, even Columbus Day.
We get
National
federal and
Potato
state
Peeling Day.
holidays.
Yeah,
yes.
Diane gets a whole bunch of
If it's federal and state, my employees get it.
But
all.
there's holidays the county gets that the federal government don't get.
And we do the county.
And
the
what we have,
yeah.
what
Right.
she has to do, because the county said if you want to come into the building when they're off, you had to pay for your own security.
We also got paid for snow days when we couldn't get to work.
And so what they did, they
thought
just
that
tell them.
neither
No,
snowed
that's
or
not the
whatever.
post
get
office.
hurricane
is
days.
not
The
a-
federal government ain't gonna pay for no security.
No, heck
But
no.
I
they
knew you
just
wouldn't do
they
that.
just do the telework.
Yeah, but I had great leave. In fact, when I retired, I had so much sick leave and added a year to my retirement years. And I had so much annual leave that my last check was huge.
Yeah.
Huge. And I just paid off my truck with it.
Yeah, it's like Diana, she has to work overtime. They don't pay overtime, so she has to take a day. In fact, she took Monday
What
off.
they call comp days.
Yeah.
No, I was.
But yeah, I mean, she has to have it, and you have to take it by a certain time. or you
I was
lose it.
salary, so it didn't matter to me if I worked 40 hours or worked 70 hours that week. But I will not complain about my salary.
Well, she's
It was
supposed
good.
to be salary, but she has to put in a time sheet.
Yes.
And when her computer's on, I mean, the federal government knows it.
Right.
And when it goes off, they know.
Well, I have two things. One, I want to say happy birthday to Rayford's daughter
Absolutely.
and
Getting
my
ready to do
awesomely
that.
good friend,
to
Candy.
Mean
Happy
Candy.
birthday, Candy.
Candy Brown Thompson.
Yep.
Yep. Today
Happy
is her
birthday,
birthday.
Candy.
It is her birthday.
Yeah.
She's 29.
We've been waiting for it.
Yeah, she won't blow up the kitchen today because it's her day not.
Yeah,
to cook.
she's not. Yeah,
Oh, she
she's
ain't
not
gonna cook
cooking.
today. She better not cook today.
No, no. Happy
Can't get her
birthday,
for
girl.
dinner.
I've asked her where she wants to go, and she has yet to confirm that she will go. She's tired.
Yeah,
I
she's
bet
had
so.
a rough
She-
week.
I'm telling you something. Realty work is long hours.
It's weekends,
Yeah,
even when you're out
Mhm.
doing whatever.
and you don't know if you're going to get a sale or not, but you're trying, working your
Yeah.
tail off, trying to get. It's a tough
And
job.
you got to deal with some. Look,
Yeah, but
let me tell you, Candy needs a medal for she was my daughter's realtor, and she put Candy through the ringer. Candy is the patience of a saint. I'm gonna tell you right now, dealing
when
with
you
her.
what gets me is like one of the individuals the other day would go nameless, but I was there. I was present when she was talking to this individual. They've already got 9 bids on this home. Okay. And this person, and all of them were above the asking price. And this person wants to come under and go all the way to Kinston, show the house, and put in a low bid, something underneath the asking price.
Idiot.
So
Get it.
Candy finally told this person, this is not going to work. You're not going to get this house. So why waste your time and mine? Or
Right.
words to that effect.
Exactly.
She was a lot nicer than I would have been.
Yeah.
I would have said, ain't no way you're going to get this house. You ain't got the money.
Mhm.
And they've already got 9 bids at
That
over
are
the
over
asking
asking?
price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just give it up.
Yeah.
I'm not going to waste my time. That's 2 hours round trip.
Mhm.
Plus
Heck
to
yeah.
show the stupid house.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's at least
Plus
an
the
hour.
time if they actually going to try to put in a bid, underbid,
Yeah.
to write that up. Heck
Yeah.
no.
No.
I wouldn't have done it.
There's a time to,
Mhm.
got to know when to fold them, got to know when to hold them.
That's
right?
tough. Realtor's a tough job.
It
Yeah,
is,
I feel
yeah.
for every one of them out there
It's
trying
7 days a week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
trying to scratch out a living, trying to
Mhm.
get people to buy this and buy that. And I know you got some great customers, but you get some just like you were talking about.
Yep.
And you get a lot of them, and I call them
think-
10-cent millionaires.
I think there are a lot of people that just like to go look at houses
yeah.
I think they
as
do. Yeah.
entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It ain't costing me nothing. No, I think they should have to put up a fee
I do
to
too.
be able to go see a home,
No.
Well, I had to.
especially after the third home.
Yeah. I had to
Well,
do the same thing.
But in my daughter's defense, some of them, she just, she bid on a lot, but this was back, last year. It was
Mhm.
bidding wars. And a lot
Yep.
of times she just simply got outbid.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I
And,
understand that.
because she might have been the third, fourth, or fifth bid put in. And a lot of times they already know. They just want to see. One realtor even told us, yeah, we just want to see how many bids we can get first, and then we're going to make a decision. I mean,
Mhm.
yeah.
See, that's wrong too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kenny and I talked about that. I was like, what? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, but happy birthday, Candy.
Happy
Yeah,
birthday.
bless your heart.
Yep.
And now we got some news out of Onslow County.
What you got now?
They had
Is the
this
fire
is
out
making
yet?
me mad because my grandson goes to one of the schools that was involved in this crackdown. Onslow County participated in I think it's a statewide, it might be a nationwide, but I believe it's a statewide initiative for speeding in school zones. So the Onslow County Sheriff's Office, oh man,
Jacksonville Police.
worked with department officers, Jacksonville, Holly Ridge, North Topsail Beach, Richlands, and Surf City Police participated in what was called a high visibility engagement on April 24th and 25th. So Monday and Tuesday of this week. And according to the Onslow County Sheriff's Office with Sheriff Chris Thomas, over 100 citations were issued and one person was arrested for speeding. 93 speeders were ticketed. This only lasted a period of 4 hours, and that's even scarier. One person was driving 20 miles over the school zone. They should have been arrested on the spot. Bottom line, should have been arrested. One person passed a stopped school bus. They should have been arrested. 7 had driver's license violations, and one person was arrested, but we don't know why. This is a crock of crap.
Yep.
And my grandson
Slow
goes,
your
yeah,
butt down, people.
goes to Bell Fork Elementary, and it is. My son-in-law gets upset at what he sees sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
He's even yelled at a driver before because I mean that is look, y'all. That's my grandson. I'm gonna tell you right now, and there's no reason for any adult driver or any driver for that matter to be speeding in the school zone. And I think it should be an automatic arrest.
Yep. Yesterday, I've got so many examples here that I really wish that I had a badge again. Okay. Yesterday, Country Club Road at the intersection of Country Club Drive. We know where that is.
I know exactly where it is. Yeah.
There's a turn lane to
Mhm.
turn into Country Club Drive.
Correct.
If you're coming from the
Western.
Western Boulevard
Yep.
area.
There is.
One car was taking a right to turn into Country Club going to the right side.
Mhm.
Another vehicle passes in that turn lane because they couldn't wait long enough for that car to turn. That's the third one of those that I've seen in the last week. A couple of weeks ago, we were going to Wilmington. Robbie and I were. And in the lane that ends in Holly Ridge going south, the left lane, a turn lane, it comes to an end, right? Some guy, he comes up behind me and I'm running 45 miles an hour and he goes by me at probably 70 as that lane is ending and it even into the oncoming traffic. He squeezes by around me.
See,
time and
Agreed.
a place for people to go to jail.
Agreed.
Forget about the there's no warning, there's no convenience of a citation. You should just be arrested, transported to the magistrate, and placed under bond.
Yeah.
I've done that myself in the past where they were real idiots, particularly those with attitudes. Not a problem. This is one guy didn't want to sign a citation.
Yeah.
Well, that's not a problem.
Then throw us butt in jail and let's move
Turn
on.
around, put your hands behind your back.
Correct.
We'll let the magistrate, he'll deal with you. You can sign to get out of jail on bond, but you're going to jail right now. Take it.
I liked your idea that when we talked off the air about this story, because I'm so aggravated that all these, that is in 4 hours.
Yes.
You had 100 people speeding and nonsense in the school zone.
In the school zone.
That if you guys out there, parents, grandparents, or just general citizens are not upset by this, I don't know what it will take to make you upset. Oh my God.
Belfort's one of the worst places.
It is.
Congratulations to the combined efforts of our law enforcement
yes.
community.
I think y'all need to do this more than just every once in a while.
Buddy.
Blue Creek would be real bad if it wasn't 2 lanes.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that saves them people on Blue Creek is two lanes, so they can't be running and running and running.
Because these are children, and some kids, depending on the neighborhood they live in, walk, and there's like a crossing, and you got people doing this kind of thing. Unacceptable. I think it should be an automatic arrest. Forget
just go ahead and do like they do with the Batmobile.
That's what I was
when it
sitting
comes
here
to town.
thinking.
Just bring the big old truck out there and go ahead and you're under arrest. Have a magistrate on duty. Forget the ticket. Just put them or sign them up. There we go.
Or make them pay whatever the
No, you
school's
can't
own
make them pay
fine
right
is.
there.
I
You-
make them
you-
pay.
you
I know
can't
you
do that.
can't.
You
But
can't do
there
that.
needs to be a change in the law to make them. That's what I say. But this, I agree. Automatic arrest. Do it like the Batmobile. Set up. Have a magistrate there. Boom.
Absolutely. And here's your bond.
Yeah.
Pay up or go to jail.
Yep. I think
You don't
that's
have
how
the
it
money
should
right
be.
now. You're going to be transported.
I'm all about that, Rayford.
My biggest deal is about a truck driver gets a speeding ticket and he gets paid by the hour. Now, when I was head truck driver, and I'd tell them, don't you walk in here with no speeding ticket. You get paid by the hour. I said, it's up to you. Don't walk in here with no speeding ticket. You better not let me know about it. You better fix it before I get it. Because if I get it, I'm going to fix you. And I said, there's no sense in it.
Yeah.
And they said, have you got a speeding ticket? Yeah, I did. But I got paid by the mile. Speeding ticket. I said, I got out of it. I said, two tickets to the Richmond race, but I got out of it. And basically, that's all Ratliff stopped me for anyway. And I knew that's what it was. He said, you know how fast you ride? Yeah, sure do.
How did you get tickets?
I used to work for Estes Express Lines, and they sponsored.
You still have connections?
No.
That's all she's concerned
I'd
about.
love to go to
All I had to do
Richmond.
was call my dispatch man. Could I get 2 tickets? Oh, yeah, because we got them for free. Because we were.
Where were the
Estes.
seats?
They were
Fourth
cheap
turn,
seats. Yeah,
yeah.
but they didn't care. Ratliff didn't care. As long as he could go. And I got him tickets every year for 3 years in a row, and I quit then. But the first time he knew me because the story was he pulled a Datsun B210 station wagon over one night. I mean, it was old, full of Mexicans. And I always carried a weapon with me. Back then, you weren't supposed to carry a handgun, but you carried a long gun. But I had a handgun. And something told me to stop. And I stopped on the side of the road. And I stood there with my pistol behind my back and watched him. And when he got done, they didn't get irate. But he had some help. We were right there at the edge of Marshville, North Carolina. So the city came out there to help him. When we got done, he walked over there to me. He shook my hand. He said, I know why you stopped. I said, I figured you did. And then we got to talking, and he found out he knew my brother, and I said, I always help law enforcement out. But, and he talked, he said, SD Special. I said, yep. I said, yeah, y'all sponsor Richmond racing. Yep. And the next night, I was coming back through, and he stopped me. He said, you know how fast you run it? Yeah, I did. He said, can you get me some tickets to that race? I'll make a call in the morning.
It's just wrong.
I called my dispatcher, Jim Metcalf, that morning. Said, can I get 2 tickets? Yeah. I'll send them to you tonight. And he just put them on the mailbag, and they came straight to Wilmington.
I like
The
that.
next night I came back through, I was blowing the horn, and he pulled me. Here's your ticket, bro. Have a good time. He's a great highway patrolman.
He was.
He was about as tall as Robin, but now he was third degree black belt in Taekwondo. I wouldn't have touched him with a 10-foot pole. He was
You would have
tough.
lost.
Oh yeah. But he's a great guy. He finally retired. But yeah,
I saw him over in Pender County when Hugh Griffin was killed.
Mm-hmm.
The state trooper over there. I was over there assisting SBI with processing. I went to the morgue to do that end, but when they caught the guys, he was one of them involved in catching those guys that night. Joseph Sweating, another one.
Yeah.
So didn't work out too well for him.
No.
Let's take a break. You're live and local Real Talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Casey Kasem has unlocked the American Top 40 vaults and is replaying original shows from the 70s. This week, Casey takes you back to April 28, 1979. That's when Donna Summer was looking for some hot stuff. The Village People were in the Navy. Peaches and Herb were reunited. And Blondie had a heart of glass. You'll hear those songs and all the top 40 hits from April 28, 1979, right here on American Top 40, the 70s.
Check out Casey Saturday mornings 8 to 11 on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME. Mills International Incorporated, your local Cub Cadet dealer, is ready for spring, and you should be too, with the Cub Cadet XT Enduro Series. These lawn tractors are engineered for strength, comfort, and versatility. Each machine features a strong with a variety of sizes available, designed to deliver a premium cut. An assortment of attachments and accessories sold separately allow you to use your mower for more than just cutting grass. Stop by Mills International Incorporated today and find out how the Cub Cadet XT Enduro Series is tailored to help unlock all the possibilities of your lawn. Head to your local Cub Cadet dealer, Mills International Incorporated, at 801 South Queen Street, Kinston, for exceptional offers, expert advice, and superior service. Mother's Day is Sunday, May 14th, in case you forgot. So make the mother in your life feel extra special with a gift from Barnes Diamond Gallery, 461 Western Boulevard, Suite 120, Jacksonville. All Mother's Day, jewelry has been reduced with huge discounts, especially for mothers. You are guaranteed to find the perfect Mother's Day gift at Barnes Diamond Gallery. Barnes Diamond Gallery has a lovely selection of earrings, pendants, bracelets, necklaces, watches, and Mother's Day rings to choose from. In addition, Barnes Diamond Gallery has loose diamonds, emeralds, and pearls. With an in-store jeweler, Barnes Diamond Gallery can custom design a special and unique piece just for you. Being family-owned and operated for years, many of our area's mothers and grandmothers grew up with Barnes Diamond Gallery. So why not remember them this Mother's Day, Sunday, May 14th, with a gift from Barnes Diamond Gallery, 421 Western Boulevard, Suite 120, right here in Jacksonville. Remember, Barnes Diamond Gallery pays top prices for gold, sterling silver jewelry, sterling flatware, and diamonds. Happy Mother's Day from Barnes Diamond Gallery. Mohawk All Pet Protection and Warranty is the only copper protection and warranty for all pets, all accidents, all the time. Because your pets are family members too. No matter how you live, we've got you covered. Soft, luxurious, smart strand, forever clean carpet. Gorgeous, durable, Solitech luxury vinyl tile. Mohawk has the ultimate floor for every room in your home. It's suitable for all pets. For details, contact Watkins Floor Covering online at watkinsnewfloor.com. Watkins Floor Covering, thanking you for voting them the best of the best for 2022 in the flooring, covering, and carpet cleaning category. Watkins Floor Covering, They're more than just floors. It's custom showers, custom tubs, carpet cleaning, backsplashes, bathrooms, commercial, retail, and home flooring too. Watkins Floor Covering, family owned and operated since 1997, with locations in Jacksonville and Surf City. Watkins Floor Covering, you stand on it, we stand behind it.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
Whether it's a quick bite to go or a sit-down lunch meeting, make the Burrow Restaurant your midday go-to eatery. From small plates and appetizers, sandwiches, burgers, and salads, to steak, seafood, chicken, and pasta, there's something for everyone, including a kids menu. Or pick up a Low Country boil from the Burrow's Low for your next office or family get-together, and craft cocktails to go. Restrictions apply. Ask for details. The Burrow Restaurant, 109 North Front Street in historic downtown Swansboro.
Attention property owners, are you fed up with bad tenants, under market rents, and late payments? At Fountain Management, we provide unrivaled levels of expertise and all the tools and services you need to make owning a rental property easy and profitable. Are you ready to talk about taking the management of your real estate investment to the next level? Well, contact us today. Fountain Management, 910-455-1609. We will make owning your rental property simple and rewarding.
Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing specializes in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting. In fact, they paint most anything except cars, including homes, businesses, apartment complexes, decks, and they do minor repairs, wood repairs, pressure washing, waterproofing, and more, including storm repair and cleanup. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing, fully licensed, insured, and locally owned and operated by Roger Carroll Jr. References available and customer satisfaction is always guaranteed. So if you want to painted, maintained, power washed, or need a new roof, call Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, and Power Washing at 910-939-0749 or visit southerntouchpaintingnc.com. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing salutes our troops and is proud to be part of the continued growth of Onslow and surrounding counties.
It's live and local Real Talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
And we're back. Tideline Marine here in Jacksonville, your one-stop shop for all of your boating and your fishing needs and whatever you want. Try it. Boating, I talked last time about the Aloha boats, the Tri-Tune boats. Tri-Tune means it's got 3 of those little tubes instead of 2. Beautiful boats. These are finely made. A gentleman yesterday, I was showing him one because I happened to be outside, and he says, I've got a pontoon, but I've never had a boat that looked like this. I want one of these boats. And so, well, they're available. Got 2 of them here for you. And he says, wow, they're really well built. And they're not like the old boats of yesteryear, little flimsy things. These are high quality boats. So y'all go down there and check out George. Check with him. He's open. The doors are open right now. Go check it out and find out how you guys can get yourselves put into one of these. Tideline Marine, they're at 159 Old Bridge Street in downtown Jacksonville, right across from the Wildlife Boat Ramp. So it's very convenient as well. Small craft advisory is in effect until 11 o'clock this morning. Why? Because winds are out of the east 15 to 20 with gusts to 30 this morning. Seas 4 to 6 feet, 3 to 4 near shore. Dominant period 5 seconds. Sounds and rivers are choppy. Tomorrow, easterly winds 10 to 15, seas 4 to 5 feet, 2 to 3 near shore, dominant period 9 seconds, sounds and rivers a moderate chop, and then along comes Friday just in time for the weekend. Southeasterly winds 15 to 20, southerly 20 to 25 in the afternoon, with gusts again up to 30 knots, seas 5 to 8 feet. Sounds and rivers becoming rough in the afternoon.
Today, mostly cloudy, high of 68 and gusty. Tonight, mostly cloudy, low of 54 with calm winds at night. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, high of 76, still a little gusty. Tomorrow night, the clouds roll in, low of 59. And Friday, it's just going to rain most of the day. And the high will be 75, so at least be warm, but it'll be gusty. But Saturday, the sun comes back out with 83. So that's cool. We can do that.
Well, guess what?
Yep.
Guess who we have?
I know who we have.
Who do we have?
My friend
Good
Candy.
morning.
Good morning.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Well, thank you.
Hey, where are you trying to go to dinner tonight? Where do you want to go?
Pizza Hut.
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I don't know yet. You just
not
stalling.
not Pizza Hut.
She is stalling.
You stalling. McDonald's, Pizza Hut, Smithfield.
Oh, she's a girl of class.
Well, she. No, okay. You say so. Okay.
Or the Borough.
Oh yeah.
That'd be a good place to go.
Be a
It
great
would
place
be.
for
On Daddy's dime.
Yeah,
I'd go to
That's
the
right.
Borough.
Yep.
So
So
anyway,
give it some thought. Yeah, give it some thought.
Right now, I had to pick up. I'm out at the office, and I had to pick out where to grab some breakfast. They're getting me breakfast
oh, really?
today, and then we're having some type of luncheon here, and then there'll be a cake made by Roberta Coogan being delivered, and
I'll tell you, that office, they go all out for special holidays and birthdays, don't they?
oh, I'm telling you, Century 21 champion, yeah, it is true. It is the best. Love it, love it, love it. It is like a one big massive family here.
Yep.
That's
Well,
good.
that's a good thing.
Well,
Yeah.
what did Marty get you? Put a ribbon around his belly button and say, "Hey, happy birthday, sweetheart."
And he did. Oh my God, Timmy the donkey man. No, Marty got me a beautiful this big tree thing that he's gonna plant because I'm not doing it.
Yeah, he's sucking up.
And some hanging baskets. He got me some lottery tickets.
Wow.
He got me some
Nice.
gift cards, and he already gave it to me this morning. So he was the first one to give me a gift this morning.
Oh,
Yes.
good job,
Lord.
Marty. Good job.
job.
I
Good
don't
job,
blame
Marty.
him. I'd
That's
suck
awesome.
up too.
I like it.
Oh, yeah.
Marty's a good guy. Yep.
Yes, he is.
Well, he's adequate anyway, at least, right? I'm just
Oh, my
kidding. I'm
God.
kidding.
I still like the story
my
about the
son-in-law.
lawnmower. That's going to be one of the greatest things. Yeah, you can buy a zip term, but you got to mow daddy's grass too.
Mhm.
That's a heck of a stipulation.
Oh, I love mowing grass.
Well, you can mow it anytime you want.
Yeah,
Get
you
the
can come to
mower
my
out.
house. Come
mow
on.
the whole street. You can mow if
Yeah.
you want to.
Whole back
I've done
corner.
that before.
Oh wow.
My neighbor and I, we would go out and we'd do like 4 houses at a time.
Really?
Yeah, it was like helping our neighbors.
Mm. Well,
Well,
you need to buy the house across the street then,
I know.
and help your neighbors. What do you think, Candy? She needs to move.
She does, but that house is already under contract.
Really?
Yes.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, did she get outbid them?
It's under contract.
I think Theo's moving in over there.
Oh, goody.
Oh, that'll be good.
They're going to run him out of the nine.
We're going to have to build a bridge.
Run him out and run
Well-
the Greek out of the 9 mile.
There you go. We'll have a lot of fun with that.
Yes,
All right.
ma'am.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, girl.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Call me
birthday,
later
Shelly.
on.
Okay.
I
I'll
got to
talk
go
you
see a
later.
dentist at 1, but after, before or after, I'm good to go.
Have fun.
Bye.
Bye.
Ouch. All right, buddy.
Well, I need to add to my.
My shockwave is in
Yeah,
here.
he
this morning
came
for you
in.
guys
He's
who are
being-
listening.
Yeah, yeah. Shocky's in here. He's not out there chasing squirrels this
I'm
morning.
Not
licking
yet.
this morning.
I need to. I'm telling you, Rafe, I'm gonna put a board up because 2 more Russian officials were found dead on Sunday.
Yeah, we murder board.
I'm
put up.
telling we need a murder board because it is something, and
Murder
they're
board.
both with the ruling United Russia Party. I don't know what that is, but the first one was 77-year-old Nikolay Bortsov. He has been the State Duma deputy. I don't know what that is since 2003, so a long time. But then the other State Duma deputy, I can't pronounce this guy's first name, but his last name is Uzdanov. He's only 57.
You mean he was?
Well, that's true. He was.
Won't get any older.
Nope. And now they're talking about since February 22, when Putin invaded Ukraine, a number of the prominent Russians have died in unexplained or unusual circumstances. Some of them had been ones that had criticized.
Yeah.
But not all of them.
Yeah.
Some of them, I don't know. But what is weird is the guy, the 57-year-old, he was one of Russia's wealthiest government employees with an estimated net worth of $550 million.
Ooh.
And he was included in Forbes in 2021
Could be my newest bestest friend.
of the ranking of the country's 100 richest federal workers. Can you imagine?
A federal worker worth the $500 million.
That's what they're saying. Yep.
Oh, Lee, you
Yep.
missed out.
I'm telling you.
You're a federal worker.
Yeah.
So this is just, yep. So this guy, hold on now. I'm looking. 20 Russians have died in mysterious circumstances. You know, a couple of them, quote, fell out of the window at the hospital.
And you don't think that's mysterious?
Yes, a couple of them fell down the stairs. The one guy that probably, in my opinion, I could understand why this guy was killed. Major General Vladimir Makarov. He was the officer who oversaw the Kremlin's crackdown on the anti-war protesters.
Uh-oh.
So I can kind of see why they would kill him. They were mad at him. The other ones, though, was like a transport and logistics company director for the government. The oil guy. I remember that. That's one of the guys I think that is it. That the guy that died on the boat. He was mysteriously fell off the boat.
I don't know.
Yeah, in
I know one
in
dude. I
winter,
don't know
like
who it
who
was.
boats in winter in Russia. But
Hillary.
and now they're saying that the older guy, he fought for a long time, but the disease turned out to be stronger. We will miss him very much. But they never mentioned the disease, according to this, prior to his death.
Yeah. Lead poisoning.
Yeah. Yes. So this is something, but yeah, my daughter is fascinated by these, or my oldest daughter is. Megan's fascinated by, how Russia's officials keep being killed off. So now there's 2 more to add to the list. But I have something I ran across that I'm going to read this headline because I'm literally going to read it as it is written, because it is I'm trying to figure out how this even happened. An American Airlines passenger peed on another traveler on a New York to India flight. But it gets better. If you read the article, this is the 3rd time this year on that flight this has happened.
Bathroom quit?
They're just
Did they close the bathroom?
no. This guy was drunk. But this is the 3rd time in a couple months
On the same
that
plane.
flight.
That flight.
From New Delhi to New York. Yep.
Something wrong somewhere.
I didn't think they let them on the plane from.
I'm sorry. This is from New York to this is from New York to India. So either way,
Oh.
yeah. The 3rd time that this has happened.
Wow.
What is? I mean, is this a thing? Like, how do you not know somebody's about to pee on you? Is my first question.
I'd be a little upset. Yes. That's crazy.
I happened. That
So
happened
much
to me
going on.
once, but I worked at Detox.
Did you
And
get peed on?
Yes, and that's why I quit doing it. I got peed on and vomited on it. It was just, I couldn't deal with it no more. But that was working Detox here in Onslow County. Yeah, years ago. This was like the year 2000,
no.
2001. But yeah, I mean, that guy was sitting and did it, so I didn't see it. But you're on a plane. I mean, that person had to have been standing. I'm assuming because you're on a plane. But yeah,
Unless he happens to be
Do they
sitting
go
beside you.
into
I
more
don't know.
details? Like, did he take his clothing off to urinate,
look.
or did he
all
just
cases they were all drunk.
wee in his pants? That's
No,
crazy.
because he got it on the passenger. On them. I have a lot
I'd
of
be
questions.
slapping something.
Well, it's so bad that the airline on that flight is considered not serving alcohol on
Well, I
that
would-
flight.
I can
Yeah.
do that. I can
Yes,
understand
yeah,
that
he should have been cut off.
Should have been an incentive.
in more ways than one.
Can you
Yeah.
imagine? Like, that's just, there's been all kinds of crazy nonsense lately on flights. Though they had a flight turned around
Well,
last
they had
week.
a big fight on one just the
Yeah, I
other
saw that
day.
too.
Yep.
So what in the world? Sorry.
I'm more worried about the plane landing safely
Yeah.
and,
Well, that's
and
why
getting
these
to
in-
my destination.
That's why
than-
some of these individuals, I carry these big, long plastic tie wraps
Yes.
in my camera bar.
Yeah, you could do that. Yes.
I can do that legally,
Mhm.
and they will land secured to the chair on the floor on the deck.
One around each leg.
Well,
and
did
arm.
you, did
I
you
don't care if he
see?
flops his legs all he wants to, but his hands are going to be secured right there.
I'd be tying him down everywhere.
Now he can just, that landing is going to be rough. I will tell you that right now. What happened to you today? Well, I had a really rough landing. You bet you did. And
Yeah.
everybody that walked by me kicked me.
Mm.
You know, it's a problem if people walking by you are kicking you because you know where you are, right? You're
Right.
on the floor.
Yes.
Let's take a break. You're live and local, Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME. We'll be right back.
For quality outdoor and patio furniture, look no further than Home Decor Outlet, 3080 Richlands Highway, next to Mr. Discount in the old Johnson Drug Store location. Home Decor Outlet carries American-made, environmentally friendly outdoor and patio furniture that actually floats. Priced 70% below department store prices. You'll find side tables, benches, gliders, rockers, and lounge chairs, and many colors to choose from. Built to last with virtually no maintenance. In addition to quality outdoor and patio furniture, Home Decor Outlet has accessories from candles, bedding, comforters, lamps, almost anything for your home, business, cottage, or condo. Make outdoor living comfortable, convenient, and affordable. Visit Home Decor Outlet in the old Johnson Drug Store, next to Mr. Discount, 3080 Richlands Highway, right here in Jacksonville. Phone 910-333-0233.
The best deal for the grill is at Jones LP Gas and Oil Company each Friday. Every Friday from 8 a.m. till closing at 5, Jones LP Gas and Oil Company will fill your 20-pound LP gas grill cylinder for only $11. You heard that right. Each Friday till closing, you can have your 20-pound LP gas cylinder filled for only $11 at Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 Wilmington Highway in heart of Verona. In addition to saving money on your LP gas for the grill, Jones Gas and Oil is your full-service gas and oil company serving residential, commercial, and agricultural gas and oil needs, as well as gas appliances, LP replacement, parts, fill cylinders, and tankless water heaters, and they offer a 10% military discount on installation. Remember to get that cylinder filled every Friday until closing for only $11. Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 the Old Wilmington Highway, Verona. Phone 910-346-6384.
Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Doctors Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
Spring is here. That means fishing and vacation season. Make sure your car or truck is ready for the road with a visit to Battlefield Automotive, 1214 West Corbett Avenue in Swansboro. If your check engine light is on, you may be looking at an expensive repair bill down the road, complicated by extreme temperatures and an engine that's not prepared to handle it. The pros at Battlefield Automotive can check your battery, starter, and charging system, charge and repair air conditioning systems to keep you cool, and tune up your engine. They do everything from oil changes to brakes to transmission repair, and they carry a complete line of accessories. Battlefield Automotive are experts in both domestic and foreign car and truck repair and guarantee all their work using only ASC certified mechanics. So, whether it's a battery, a simple hose, tune-up, or just getting your ride ready for the getaway, call 910-325-0828. Visit Battlefield Automotive today, 1214 West Corbett Road, Highway 24 in Swansboro. Again, the number for Battlefield Automotive is 910-325-0828.
It's live and local. Real Talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
All right, some news out of Pennsylvania. 4 guys invaded a home. They broke into a guy's house, right?
Okay.
And in Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the guy in the house, there were several, but he had a gun. Of those at 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 residents were home. The 3 individuals ranged in age from 29 to 45, the bad guy, 23 to 45. One of the residents got the gun, got
Heck
his
yeah.
gun,
Yeah.
opened fire on them. One of them was struck 7 times in the back,
That would have been me.
described by the DA's office as being in critical but stable condition. Another one was shot once in the leg. The others they were all taken into custody. One guy is still at large, but they know who he is. So anyway, bad news for some of the individuals out there. And you know what?
What if he'll get in trouble for that guy being shot in the back?
Why?
I'm just saying.
No,
They could say,
no,
well,
that's old.
'cause they're-
That's the old West days.
Oh, good.
You-
Okay.
You know, there's no, at that time, there was no honor in getting shot or shooting somebody in the back. Today, it does not matter whatsoever. Good morning. Who's this? I think Steve, right?
Yeah, that's it. How y'all doing today?
We're hanging in
Oh
there.
man,
Steve.
I just saw your gardening pictures. I'm gonna post them later on our page. Oh, they look great.
I'm out. That's why I'm out here this morning in the garden. I got y'all on the internet in my pocket.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, just wanted to call in this morning and say, is Tim still there?
Yeah, Tim's still
I
here.
ain't going nowhere.
Hey, Tim.
Hey, buddy.
I wanted to say hey to you as well.
That's fine. Hey, what kind
I
of
enjoy
fertilizer
when
you put in the
come sit
garden?
in with 'em.
Do what now?
I said, I enjoy when you come sit in with them instead of just a brief call.
All right. I want to ask you, what kind of fertilizer, organic fertilizer, you use in your garden?
Here it is.
Well, I'm semi-organic. I'm in the beds with Black Cow.
Yeah.
That's
and
what
then,
I use.
I do use chemical fertilizers a little bit. I
Nothing
throw a
wrong
little
with
bit
that.
of 10-10-10 on there, and
Yeah.
you know. But
I got a lot of people now using a lot more donkey manure than what they used to use because they found out that
Could have gone to
horse
Tim's
manure
house.
and mule manure will burn your crops up if you don't fix it right.
Yeah.
It will burn them up. Donkey manure won't. You don't have to soak donkey manure before you put it in the ground because it is so low in nitrogen. And I just, that's why I was asking you what you, nothing wrong with Black Cow, nothing wrong with 10-10-10 and that stuff like that. But I will give you this suggestion: about every 3 years, I mean, you go buy your 10-10-10, ask them if they got 10-10-10 with some micronutrients in it, like especially zinc, and other. And I talked to the lady this year. She went back to Sam's Club again this year and got her case of Tums for her tomatoes. She puts Tums underneath tomatoes.
Hearing
every
about
day.
that.
Well, it's the calcium.
Yeah.
And that's all it is. A lot of times, they always taught us in school, you have 3 basic ingredients in fertilizer, and that's what you got. You got nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Well, there's a 4th one that you need. And this is not new. It's about 25, 30 years old. You need calcium sometimes. And like tomatoes, watermelons, they need calcium. And you got people that are calcium deficient. You don't have calcium in your fertilizer that you buy, like your 10-10-10. So when the tomatoes look kind of poorly, they'll go get Tums because you can't find calcitic lime. You don't need the dolomitic lime. You need calcitic lime. And you can go get what is called 15.500. That is took the place of the old Bulldog soda, which was nitrogen. But it's got calcium in it. But that's why I was at. You do a lot of gardening. I don't. I mean, I was raised up in 2 acres of garden and backer fields. And I said, Lord, if I ever, God knows I don't want to raise no garden. My wife taught gardens. I'll look at her and says, Piggly Wiggly's open. And I used to steal watermelons when I was young anyway, you know.
Well, I'll tell you right now, if you ever see a plant in my garden, I'll pay you $10 to beat me with a switch.
Yeah, I got that right.
I
If I'll
don't.
never see one again, I'll be happy.
You're right. But you know why? I try to get 2 plants a year and plant them out there in a pot in my yard. Didn't get any. Johnny House is a good friend of mine. He raises tobacco plants. And they're pretty, and you'll get people that, what is that? That is a beautiful plant, especially when the top comes out.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful. I said, it's backer paint. I said, it's tobacco. I said, it's backer.
Mhm.
What is that? I said, tobacco to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think I was 30 years old was the first year I did not put my butt in the tobacco patch.
Nope.
I think I was about 30. So
Been
I
there,
understand you.
got the T-shirt, don't like it.
Yeah.
Don't, it's got tobacco stains on it.
In fact, I'd go by, I'd
Can't get
drive
'em
by the tobacco patch and shake.
It's like, yeah, that's a trauma response right there.
But if you ever want to use any manure, donkey manure, or
PTSD.
horse manure, or mule manure, the donkey manure is the weakest, so you can use a lot more of it. You don't have to soak it. I didn't know if you knew it or not. I know you're a big time gardener, but if you use horse manure or mule manure, you need to soak it overnight and then drain the water off of it because the water dilutes the nitrogen in it.
Yeah, it'll leach out.
Yeah, it'll leach out. But that's why I was at it because I was looking at you. You got a pretty garden.
Yes, very
I
nice.
appreciate that.
Well,
Yeah,
I-
it's kind of like glamour camping, actually, because I take the dirt and I mend it with that stuff, and then I put more garden soil back on top again,
Nothing
and
wrong with that.
amend it with that.
Yeah.
And, I found in most cases that the calcium is present. Usually, if your tomato plants are looking like that, it's because of a pH problem, and
Right.
you're not absorbing the calcium.
Right. That's right.
Yeah.
I came from
Anyway,
a
guys,
farming school, so we
I just wanted to call in for y'all got out.
Thanks,
Say hey
Steve.
to everybody.
I'll
Yeah,
post your
y'all have a
pictures
blessed day.
later.
Thank you, Steve.
I
You're
just
welcome.
happened to be off today. Thank you, bud.
You're live in local Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME. We'll be right back.
Does your big dog sound like this? Does it look about the same? Then take your big dog to Bill's Cycle Salvage.
Captain America, I'm Billy.
Now, we never said Bill was a sane man. But he sure has some cool stuff like leather chaps, vests, and jackets.
Oh, I've got a helmet.
Accessories for you and your bike, saddlebags, seat jewelry, keychains.
These ain't no pork chops. These are U.S.
Bill can even order customized items.
I think I'll order kidneys because I left mine out there on the road somewhere.
Magazines, videos, t-shirts, ball caps. Come on into Bill's Cycle Salvage, 921 Marine Boulevard. Everyone is welcome.
Troublemakers.
Bill's got plenty of accessories to make your big dog look like a big dog. Sure, you can buy the parts at Bill's for Harley and try to fix it yourself, but
You've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
Bill's Cycle Salvage, 921 Marine Boulevard for the Harley enthusiasts.
That's what it's all about.
Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro reminds you to check your mailbox and find your quote on homeowners insurance. Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro goes the extra mile to make sure you're in good hands, like helping you customize your home and windstorm coverage with their Write Your Own home policy. Yes, save even more when you bundle your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, and even your golf cart. Remember, if it rolls or floats, call Tammy for a quote. You and everything you own are in good hands with Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro. Call today, 910-326-5383. Tammy Fry Allstate, 638 West Corbett Avenue in the friendly city by the sea, Swansboro. Check your mailbox today for savings on your homeowner's insurance.
If you plan to rebuild, remodel, repair, or do cottage or home improvements, Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morris City, should be your first stop. Williams Hardware carries power tools and equipment, chains and fasteners, plumbing and electrical supplies, along with Gerber, Buck, and Case knives. Williams Hardware is your helpful, handy hardware store. Williams Hardware cuts glass to size and cuts and threads pipe. When the chores are done and the cleanup is finished, light up that Wilmington grill from Williams Hardware. Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morris City. Open Monday through Saturday from 7:30 till 6 p.m. and Sundays for your convenience, noon till 5. Phone Williams Hardware, 252-726-7158.
SNH Feed and Garden would like to remind you that spring is here. SNH Feed and Garden, 4043 Freedom Way, Hubert, has been serving Swansboro and surrounding areas with lawn and garden supplies since 1978. We're your one stop for all your lawn and gardening needs, offering annual bedding plants, perennials, hanging baskets, vegetable plants and seeds, as well as herbs, all grown on site. Make sure to check out the gift store, along with everything you need for your garden. We also carry super premium pet foods without the super premium price. We encourage you to compare Pair whatever brand you're feeding now with our Victor Taste of the Wild and Diamond Natural products. We think you'll be surprised. Stop by S&H Feed and Garden, 4043 Freedom Way, Hubert. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 6 p.m., Saturday 8 to 5. Closed on Sundays. Phone 910-326-5690. That's 910-326-5690.
When you need comforting, who do you call? An old friend, right? Jacksonville Heating Contractors services the heating and cooling needs of our area with dependable quality train systems, guaranteeing indoor comfort for your home or business. In addition to quality train systems, Jacksonville Heating offers 24-hour emergency service, NATE certified technicians, and over 50 years of experience and service you can trust. And with a Jacksonville Heating Contractor Service Agreement, you never pay retail for heating or cooling services and receive priority scheduling. Remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And in New Bern, you can call Trent Heating and Air Conditioning 252-633-2200. In Morehead City, Sea Air Heating and Cooling 252-247-1122. If you need service or repairs, just call an old friend. Jacksonville Heating Contractors, an independent train dealer. It's hard to stop a train. For deals on train systems and more, visit anoldfriend.com or call 910-347-2843.
It's live and local. Real Talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
And for the last 3 or 4 minutes here, we're back, and we got four of us in here today. Tim has joined us in the studio instead of by phone today, which is always a pleasure.
It's always
I
fun.
enjoy it.
It's a lot of fun
I
having
get
you
to
in
see
here.
2 lovely ladies,
And then me.
and then
He makes
you,
me laugh.
and then you,
And then me.
and then
And Tim.
we laugh with Kelly because we know who she's married to, so it's fun.
Oh my gosh.
He's a good dude. I'm married to
He's a good
I'm
fella.
married to a good guy.
He's a good fella.
He's a good old
When
fella.
my wife comes up and tells me, and she is real hard on, she's not hard on politicians. She don't say much about politicians. 'Cause she don't trust politicians because she works for the government.
Mhm.
But she comes up to me, she said, and Robin, don't get your head big. She said, the more I get around Robin Knapp, the more sense he makes. She said, I really like him. I said, well, vote for him next time. That's all I can tell you. Yes. But she said, most of the ones I met and talked to, she said, I really like what he says. I said, well, good. Vote for him.
And he says what he means.
Yeah, and that's
he
what
says
she
what
likes.
he
He's a straight
believes
shooter.
in.
Yes, and that's
the
what
bottom
she
Doesn't
line.
say
likes
something
about it.
just to try to go with the flow
Yeah.
or whatever.
For you folks out there in the area, particularly those of you who grew up around these parts, coming up on the 3rd of June, we've got something called the Downtown Court Street Reunion. It's going to be the 3rd one. Hasn't been annual because of that little pandemic and other issues that occurred over the last few years since the first one. But it's been revitalized, and going to have a couple of really cool bands going to be performing all afternoon long on the 3rd. And for the price of admission, is $30. You also get to eat some dead pig, some barbecue, and stuff to go with it.
And he cooks a fine hog.
Oh, it's going to be some fine hog being
I love
cooked down
it at the
there.
marina.
So it's going to be at the Marina Cafe, so you can wander in and wander out, but you need to get your tickets well in advance. It's a little over, about 6 weeks away, 5 weeks away now. So if
Correct.
you don't have a ticket, if you don't get one, you probably won't be able to get one.
Yeah.
If there are a limited number of tickets because there's a limited space available. And I know where the tickets are. We've got some here, and any number of people on the committee have got tickets they're selling. Yes, Paul, I've got yours reserved, so hang in there. And Lee, there are some places that
Yes,
people
we
can
have
go to pick them up.
Pierce Development Center. It's down at 151 Cheney Avenue. And we also have Simpson Brothers on Highway 258. So
Yeah.
Chris Marks, if you're listening, go to Simpson Brothers to get those tickets because you're really close to them. And about noontime today, we should have tickets at the Coffee Haven in Sneeze Ferry.
Yay. So that's good. Court Street, for you newcomers here, you might want to just get a ticket just to go to listen to the bands and talk to some of the
Great entertainment.
the folks that are around back in the day when Court Street was in its heyday many years ago. It wasn't the bad place that everybody makes it out to be. There were a lot of people there, but they went there primarily for the music, the entertainment. This was a great music venue. So it's everybody from Charlie Daniels to whomever played on Court Street at one time or another. Lots of local bands, and you're going to have a lot of those folks are going to show up too.
Right.
It's happening for
So
us.
anyway, it'll be good.
Will be.
You can call Lee for tickets at any time. You can
That's
come
right.
by here in the mornings. We'll have tickets available. We might put out a day that we say we're going to hang around here for an
Right.
hour and give you the location. You can come by here and get your tickets. Just bring some money.
And anybody who'd like to be a sponsor, just
Yep.
call us and let us know. We'll stop by and pick up the check. And anybody who would like to donate something to the raffle, because all the profits from this go to
Piers.
the Piers
That's
Development
good.
Center here in
Yep.
Jacksonville, Family Development Center.
Gotta-
Good cause.
Got to pay the band a little bit. Got to
That's right.
pay the Marina Cafe,
Yes.
chump change, but is
Mm-hmm.
a little bit for every person who comes in. So, but everything else, 100%, nothing is banked for next year or anything else.
Mhm.
100% will go to Piers.
And you can leave, come back, or stay
Yep.
the entire
Yeah.
afternoon.
Yep. You go have a ribbon on, so you will be able to come and go.
That's
You only
right.
get one meal though.
That's right. Only
with
one
each
meal
ticket. But,
that for free.
yep. You can buy another one.
That's right.
Drinks
Another
are on
one.
you. I think sweet tea is on. It's
I
part
think
of the meal.
we'll have a drink with her meal, but it'll be like water, tea, or soda.
Yeah.
Any liquor that you go inside
buy
and
it
that's on you.
Okay. All right. Coming up in about an hour, we're going to have another dose of the Daily D's with Rick Dees. He'll be spinning the tunes that you all like to hear and with some really cool comments always. He's got information and trivia and stuff like that he likes to do. And at 3:00 this afternoon, that's going to continue with Hollywood Man right here in Jacksonville. He'll be spinning all of the tunes that you like to hear. So that'll be a lot of fun as well. Tim, it's a pleasure as always. to have you here.
Always.
Yeah, I
We
mean,
always have fun.
The eye candy we have is just phenomenal.
Oh, I appreciate that. Sir.
Yeah, I
Thank
know
you.
you would.
Yeah.
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 Mhm. Good gracious. Y'all be sweet, be good, enjoy.
Everybody
it.
look at the camera and say goodbye.
Happy
Bye-bye.
anniversary, my love.
Yes, happy anniversary,
Yeah,
St.
happy
Diane.
anniversary, Diana Sarze birthday.
We'll be back tomorrow in about 22 hours. Tomorrow we do have right now scheduled for, is that 8:30?
Right now, 8:30.
Uh,
Right
yeah,
now,
right
8:30.
Yeah,
It
right.
may be earlier, but I'll have it
We'll
confirmed
find out.
later today.
Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson, and we'll be having a chat with him. He's announced over the weekend that he's going to run for governor. That means he's going to be the next governor.
Yeah.
You're live and local, Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME. Have a great rest of your day.